Hey everybody, I'm ready to go. I've got my ice cream, my Ben& Jerry's cookie dough ice cream that I absolutely love, and I'm getting ready to film my March 2025 layout. This is Breezy Organization. I'm using all Breezy Organization planner and products, and I'm going to just walk you through the different steps that I go through and thoughts as I am planning out the spread to maybe give you guys some inspiration and some tips and tricks along the way. So I really wanted to use this farm stand, and so I started with it, but it just was too small and wasn't taking up enough of the space at the bottom. I just decided to decorate the space at the bottom this time, and so I love these flowers. These flowers are one of my favorite stickers in the kit, and this girl is the other one. And with the way that she's kind of cut off on both sides at the bottom, it worked perfect for her going off the edge and corner of the planner. So I decided to go ahead and do that, but I wanted a little bit more dimension to the flower. So I adjust the flowers and I adjust her a few times to try to get it how I like it. And then I end up duplicating another flower in the background, making it a little bit bigger. And so I've got different height adjustments to all those flowers. I love the layered look. And then next up, I decide I want to cover up some of the flowers. I really wanted to use this widget, but I felt like with all the floral in the background that it was just too much to use right on top of the other flowers. And so I had to go and get something. I can't remember what I went to do, but I'm back now and I'm trying to figure out the next step that I want to do. There was a new phrase quote that was in the Sidekick pack this month, and so I'm going to find it. I have a brain moment and I'm trying to figure out where my sidekicks are, which I always put right behind my stickers. I just wasn't thinking. But anyways, I love this quote, trust the timing of your life. But I quickly took it off because that's not what I wanted. I wanted to keep some goals down here. And so I decided to go back to the sidekick because I saw these Post-its. And I thought, okay, I'm going to use the Post-its. It'll match the notebook. You can see my son coming in and grabbing my ice cream. Anyways, I grabbed the note or the stickies and I actually made two stickies on top of each other to where you couldn't see through them. And then I grabbed 1, 2, 3 from the sidekicks to use. And then I just copied and pasted the fonts that I used already in my planner to write out goals. And then here I am just using the pen tool with the dotted line to kind of make it look like stitching across the sticky note. Okay, so next up, I am going to end up coloring these numbers in because I wanted to use this colored one. I did not want to use the other blue color. So I just took my pen, I did a color pick where I picked this color of blue, and then I just filled it in to where I could put my own 3. But then if I was doing my own 3 on that one, I realized I needed to change the font of the other 2. So I went back and I colored in all 3 of them, and then I used the font that's the scripty font that's on the whole spread, and it's called Dairy Cream, and it's from Etsy. That's the cursive font that I'm using there. The really thick font, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I'll tell you before this video is done here. Next up, I had a birthday for this month, so I'm just erasing things and filling them in with contents from the different sticker packs for this month. So I had my mom's birthday, and I went ahead and used that birthday banner. I absolutely love those, using those every month for any birthdays that we have. And then next up, I'm going to tackle all of the rest of the dates. I have so much going on this month, and I like to follow a pattern. So I'm using the same 2 fonts. Sometimes I like to switch it up and do like the bigger font on the top with the smaller font on bottom to kind of give it something different, and I will do that here in just a moment. You'll see. Next up, I have an appointment. My daughter's dentist appointment is this month, so I'm deciding that I wanted to go off the edge at the top. I did need a tooth, and we didn't have a tooth in this pack, so I had to go back to February, which was fine. I kind of got pink colors in this kit too, but I did change my writing to a yellow to match the top, and then I wrote down Adelie at 11 a.m., so I knew her dentist appointment was at 11 a.m. This was kind of fun. I kind of wrote around the tooth. It was kind of fun for something different to remind me what time that was going to be on the 5th. And then next up, I'm just continuing to copy and paste the same 2 fonts, put them in different colors in different directions, some on top, some on bottom, some side by side, and just rewriting all of my dates that I already had rough written in to where I knew what I had going on each day. So here, I love the R in the Dairy Cream set. Oh, here, I did not have the music stickers in my sticker pal. So I don't know exactly what happened, how I didn't have those, but I had to go find them because I wanted this music lessons hand lettered sticker. My daughter just started taking piano lessons, so we have those every Sunday afternoon. So this is what I'm doing for anything that is weekly. I'm just drawing these dotted lines up and down on top and bottom so I can tell that this is something that's happening on every Sunday. I do the same thing for our staff meeting that happens every Tuesday. Next up, I'm just filling in dates, filling in dates. There's tons of dates this month, and I have huge things like doubled up on some of these days. So it was very interesting trying to figure out how to fit everything in. I know I'd mentioned before that I am a pastor's wife, but we've been like executive or youth pastor. We haven't been like pastor until just here recently. And so new to all of this, which requires lots more meetings and lots more things that we need to attend. So juggling my schedule is it's been fun. That thicker font is called Sunday Best. I want to say that I got that off of dafont.com, dafont.com, but it could have been Etsy. Those are the two places I get all my fonts. And that one was called Sunday Best. So Dairy Cream and Sunday Best are the two fonts that I'm using across this whole spread. Here I'm just matching up those dotted lines. I just took and used my lasso tool to just grab a section of those dotted lines. As long as they were all connected, it changed the color to all of them. And I just changed them to match the main thing that they were coming in and out of. So the yellow, the blue, and that pinkish color. Next up, I am using some of the fonts switched. So like the color switched, I moved the thicker to the top and used the cursive on the bottom just to kind of switch it up. And then I have another meeting, and to show that there is something else different on this day, I decided to add another one of the skinnier stickies. And then I am trying to write in and figure out a good handwritten looking font to be able to add in here. I end up not liking this font because I did not like the Q, and this was something called Equip, and I needed to call it that. So I end up changing this to the Dairy Cream font as well, and changing it to maybe black. I can't remember what color I keep it in. I keep it something different. Yeah, I think I keep it black. And then I realized that there is one more date that has two things happen on the same day. So to keep the pattern up, oh, I did change the color. To keep the pattern up, I do the same idea. I grab another one of those sticky notes, the colored note, and add in another meeting onto my spread here. So here I'm just following the same process. It's just over and over again, making all of these dates and typing everything in. Sometimes it takes a little while to do it, but I love referring back to it, and you get to enjoy it for a whole month. So I definitely think that it's worth it. And if you save the colors, that might make it a little faster. I'm trying to use some colors from the history, but I'm mainly going and finding the color picker tool just so I don't have to think about anything. I know how to do it real quick. Here I'm adding in that extra thing. So I'm adding in a meeting in another one of those colors of those stickies so I can tell that there's two different things going on that day. And then I'll get to the rest of the decorating here in just a minute. Okay, so next up, I want to fill in a little bit of the spot at the top. I feel like it's a little bit bare. So I go to my March backgrounds and I find this one with the tulips, and it's one of my favorite shapes, background shapes and stuff. So I duplicate this. I cut it down to the size that I need using the image tool. I click on the image and hit crop, and I cut off some of the bottom. And then here I'm just kind of duplicating to where it looks like it's a seamless pattern. So I'm playing with them just a little bit to get them right. And then I'm moving that white to the back because I had it covering up the original March that was there. So I'm just getting all my layers correct there. And then I love that. It brings a pop of that yellow to the top too, so you can kind of see the yellow all throughout. Next up, I decided to add some of the colorful stickers. And so I'm trying a few things, but at this point, I feel like there's just a lot of florals going on the page. And I just felt like I didn't want any more floral. I wanted to add some of the other basic stickers. So I try out a few different things. I end up using this bird feeder. It's super cute, brings in that pop-up yellow. And I love to crop my stickers to look like they're interacting with the edges. And so I add in these milkshakes, and I think I add those right before, the retreat there. And then I think I add in maybe one more sticker to kind of fill in and just to make the calendar kind of look a little bit more full. And even though I said I wasn't going to add any more flowers, I went ahead and tried to add one more. I grabbed these yellow flowers, super cute. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to add them. They probably would have been really cute on the girl somewhere, and I'm just now seeing that now that I'm doing my voiceover. But I like it on our spring fling event that we have coming up. I liked the flowers coming out of the top of this. So I just hit that image icon, hit crop, and crop that sticker down a little bit more and send it to the back. And I kind of like that little pop of flowers back there. I think that's really cute. And then I am almost done. I try to add in this sticker one more time with this flower. I think I actually leave this one in there too. This is a page of flowers. I mean, it turned out super florally. And I think that's it. This is a look at my completed page. I love it. It's colorful. It's bringing in all the spring vibes. It's got all the flowers, and I just think it turned out so cute. And I've got to write in my 3 goals, but I'm set, ready for March. Thanks so much for watching. Join us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook group page for more inspiration and tips. I'll see you on the next one.